Cool. Let's kick this thing off, Dano.
Let's. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in today. We've got an exciting multi-guest webinar here going on today. We've got Emily Bowden from Goodleap. She has been helping the ESP and Solar Insure relationship for a number of years now. Very excited to have her. We also have Dean. I'm not even going to try on your last name. I don't want to butcher it. Dean is the CRO of Solar Insure, so we're very lucky to have him. And yeah, we're excited to talk about everything that's awesome about Solar Insure, everything that's awesome about Goodleap, and got a special contest at the very end that you're going to want to stay tuned for. So, Dean, are you kicking us off here? You want to talk about Solar Insure a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I just wanted to say, hey, having sold over 700 systems myself, PPAs and for purchase products over the years and in the past, I understand the solar coaster. And we all want three important things: to make money, to give the customer what they want, and to do it efficiently. So here's the deal. You can make money and do it efficiently and offer the homeowners the best options. And so today we're going to talk about the ins and outs of selling a solar purchase versus a PPA. And they both have their advantages, right? And then we'll discuss the Solar Insure 30-year monitoring and warranty protection and the 20-year battery warranty with updated lower pricing and higher coverage. And then we're going to focus on the power of negotiated pricing with Goodleap and ESP and a loan offering combined with our innovative Solar Insure monitoring and warranty protection products. But then we'll talk about the most important thing, right? What's in it for you? So we'll go ahead and get started and go on to the next slide. And this will be a discussion between all of us here. A lot of people here have great experience in the solar industry. And why Solar Insure? Well, we definitely see that there's a need to minimize the liability and build trust with the consumer. Warranties vary from one manufacturer to the next, and it causes confusion even among solar professionals, right? Like yourselves. If I don't know, what inverter am I selling this week or next month, right? Or what solar panel am I selling? But Solar Insure makes it easy with a 30-year monitoring and warranty on parts, labor, and roof penetrations. So what is this going to do for you? Well, it's going to help you to stand out from the competition, help you to build trust with the consumer, and de-risk that solar installation, because we've seen in recent past manufacturers go out of business like Solar World and Suniva, and we have tons of new battery and panels coming to the market, and we just want to make sure that we give the best protection for those folks that are going solar right now. Andy, are there any other questions that you might come up at the kitchen table?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, everybody. Andy here from ESP, also longtime solar seller of in-home PV and solar and all kinds of other fun stuff. But yeah, for those of you even watching right now or attending live, you can use the Q&A section to ask some questions. We'll try and get to those. But for me, the real life experience of being in the home and hearing what homeowners are asking, one of those questions is like, well, what if the panel flies off the roof or stops working, and for some reason 10 years down the road that panel manufacturer no longer exists? What do I do? Like, what does the homeowner do, or what's the best way for a rep to answer that question to a homeowner asking those questions?
Yeah, absolutely. So number one is reach out to the original contractor or Solar Insure. They'll never have to file an RMA with a manufacturer that's out of the country. We're going to give them the white glove service and be able to process that RMA, send out a service provider or the original installer to go back out, remove and replace that defective component. And it's going to be zero deductible. There is no fee for that for the entire 30-year warranty period.
That's really cool. Yeah. Really a lot of what I'm hearing here is like peace of mind, right? Like, I always say something along the lines of in the home of, currently you're connected to the utility, and if the pole falls down, you don't really have to pay for it. In fact, you don't have to. The utility takes care of it. So why not pay less for that same electricity and have that same peace of mind along the way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd even also layer in, I mean, this is a confidence booster for reps, not just for homeowners, because personally, I mean, you mentioned a couple names of panel manufacturers. One of those was like, hey, this is our bread and butter. We're so excited. This is going to be the panel we'll sell forever. And then, whoops, no, it's not. Got to pivot. So like, what happens in that, for that rep who's like, oh geez, like I don't want to set anybody up for, a nasty surprise here in a year if I don't know what's happening to this manufacturer, worst should come to pass. So I think it's just an all around great confidence booster.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that's great about this on the solar sales side is that all 50 plus panel manufacturers, 8 inverter manufacturers, and 9 battery manufacturers that are on there all have the same warranty. So whether there's supply chain issues and you were used to selling one panel and like now you don't have one inverter and you can't get it, and then now you have to pivot, you don't have to worry about that because you have Solar Insure, because it equalizes that warranty and really just boosts that confidence level for you and for that homeowner. It's easier for your procurement team too, right? Your EPC.
Love that. Love that. Yeah. And it's the same process too for, let's say in that catastrophic event, the installer that you used no longer exists. The homeowner would then just reach out to you guys directly, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And we even if they're still in business and they're not able to get a hold, the homeowner's not able to get a hold of the contractor, we're happy to go in on the monitoring app and be able to let them know what's happening with their system. And then we contact the service department and get somebody out there to be able to remove and replace that. And the homeowner doesn't have any invoice. They don't have to worry about anything. We give them white glove service.
Really cool. Dig that. Awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. So maybe we can go on to the next slide and just kind of go into the nuts and bolts of what the warranty is.
Ooh, you know what? Real quick, I got a question
Sure.
from the chat. Can you add Solar Insure to an older system?
No, this is only for new systems, and the product needs to be included in the overall cost of the original solar installation in the home improvement contract. So ESP has it already set up. So it's really simple and easy in their proposals tool to be able to just auto include Solar Insure, and you guys can keep your pitch at a high level, high quality, high value, and close more deals.
Awesome.
And that's why it's important for people to get it up front, because we're going to go over some pricing and like a little bit of like how much it really does cost to a certain degree, right? And what the value is and what they get. And so right here, what we cover are inverters, panels, optimizers, and roof penetrations in our 30-year monitoring and warranty product. So that means that if any of those components fail throughout the 30-year warranty period, then Solar Insure will pay for the removal and replacement of that defective component. And 20 years on the battery, right? And that's huge. So getting that component monitoring detection is also a key. The homeowner is still going to have their homeowner facing app from the inverter manufacturer or the battery manufacturer, but we have monitoring capabilities on our side where we aggregate different inverter technologies onto one platform to be able to monitor fleet-wide, to be able to help take care of these issues as they come up, along with the original contractor. And this covers parts and labor. It's zero deductible. There's no hidden fees. And it's battery replacement. Actually, we have enhanced battery replacement to 50%. It was 30%. Now it's 50%. So if the battery fails or goes below 50% capacity after the manufacturer's warranty is up, and the average warranty for a manufacturer on a battery is 10 years, we cover that battery replacement. And then also labor and travel from day one to remove and replace defective components. And then it's fully transferable, unlimited times without expense for the remainder for the whole term of the 30 or 20-year warranty. And this means protection for generations. Really, it's important, gives your homeowners peace of mind and the coverage that they need, that protection. So that way they know they're covered, and we're going to be here for them.
That's a big one I can speak to. I mean, anybody who has an experience of working at an installer where you have new homeowners taking over, for old systems. There's a whole bunch of paperwork. It's a pain sometimes. So it's really nice to know that this is just an easy transfer, swap that to the next person. That's great.
Yeah. And I encourage everybody to look at our reviews. We have reviews from realtors, from homeowners that talk about how easy it was to transfer the warranty. And obviously this is super important for people to be able to have this. And this is one advantage, right? One big advantage over a normal PPA, right? Is to have the loan combined with our warranty protection. That's just one benefit, right? As far as transferability.
Love that. That's great.
So maybe we can go on to the next slide if anyone doesn't have any more questions about. And don't forget roof penetrations, right? So we cover the roof penetrations for 30 years. That means the removal and replacement of that part of the array when there is a roof penetration issue. We don't cover interior damage, right? If they had like $1 million painting underneath there, obviously we're not going to cover that for what we charge, right? But we cover the travel and labor to stop the leak and put it back on, right? So that's pretty awesome. So what does this do? Not only for the solar professional, but for the homeowner, it boosts their confidence level. And it helps them go solar faster and easier. Being able to have the monitoring and warranty leaves them feeling confident and secure, knowing that they have the nation's most trusted solar warranty that removes a lot of objections like, what if my roof leaks? What if something breaks and who pays for it? And what if the manufacturer, the installer are no longer around? And you can talk about the more important things about energy independence, going green, saving money, and being able to build an asset for their family. And it simply is the best thing you can do for your business, because really you are in the business of selling and getting referrals, right? And if you're giving them the best possible scenario of a for-purchase product with protection that layers the protection in there along with the manufacturer warranty and the installer warranty and the reinsurance through Zurich North America member company who's been in business 150 years, you're going to get referrals because they're going to be like, what? I got a 30-year warranty and 20 on my battery, and it's reinsured. And if the manufacturer goes out of business, all these things are great and great ways for you to be able to boost confidence in yourself and in the offering.
Absolutely. I think that's something not every homeowner, or not every prospect, I should say, is going to need. That like, oh, what if this happens? What if, oh no, not everybody is a nervous Nelly every step of the way, but this is nice to just be able to layer it, hey, no, listen, we got your back, and then we got your back again. And you kind of stack that. You have additional, just layers of confidence to back that up. Answer for everything.
Yeah, being able to set yourself apart in the home, I think, is always a super important thing. There's a lot of competition out there, like you said, Dean. And if you're quote to quote with somebody else and you have this peace of mind, again, that you're offering this customer confidence that you can build within at the kitchen table, it's gonna give you that little extra edge to get across the line and help both get the win, get the deal, and then also get referrals, because people are going to talk about how good they feel about this.
And circling back, I meant to touch on it on the previous slide, but the fact that we have the battery coverage now too, that's newer, that just came out, right? So I might not have done a good enough job announcing that to our dealers yet. So let's make it official. We do have extended coverage on batteries. And so I think that's another layer of confidence, because batteries are kind of a new thing to the market. And so people are going to, oh, well, it's only how short is the warranty? 10 years? Wait a minute. What's going on? So being able to add that on and say, no, it's going to take care of it. We got your back for, yes, it's a newer technology, but we're confident it's going to work. And so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally get it. And as far as that's concerned, I know we're definitely going to make people be able to accelerate the transition to renewable energy, help them overcome the objections before they even come up, right? To be able to just leading into the home with a 30-year monitoring and warranty product, you are going to be able to get the deal done efficiently, right? A little faster, a little more peace of mind. And, you'll be able to, if you're able to go in and out of a home a little faster, that means you can, go into other homes and help people save money, go green, help the planet, right? And also make some money, right? And you're doing it efficiently. All right, let's go to the next slide.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about PPA, right? PPAs and loans, right? The TPO product has a 25-year warranty on the solar and the battery. So when you're going in and you're selling what most people sell is the manufacturer warranty, you're kind of left at a disadvantage, a pretty big disadvantage, right? So having Solar Insure 30 years on the solar portion and 20 years on the battery, you're at least getting close to what the loan length is for the warranty and a battery replacement, and being able to make sure that you're giving the homeowner the most protection that they can get. And being able to do this is super awesome for you to be able to do, right? So as far as having the battery coverage up to 20 years, it's going to boost your homeowner's confidence. If they have a tax liability, you're definitely going to want to be able to provide them with the choice of having the ownership, because let's face it, folks, Americans don't want to lease swimming pools or windows. They want to own them, and they want to own solar too. And that's what we've seen a majority of the market in recent past. So we really want to make sure that we give them the choice to be able to do that with the highest level of protection and the best loan out there on the market, right? With Goodleap and working with ESP. So offering this exclusive ESP deal means that homeowners are covered until you're 30 and 20 years on the battery replacement. And if fails or goes below 50% capacity, the battery gets replaced. You heard that right. If the battery fails or goes below 50% capacity, the Solar Insure will replace the battery at zero deductible. And if we take a look, I know we're going to take a look at the next slide in just a minute, but as far as that is concerned, it's on average, if they're making their payments for roughly, if the battery failed in year 12 and they make 144 payments, they might have spent around $1,100 for that. And how much does it cost for a battery today? Just the battery, Andy or Danny?
10K, let's just say.
More than that. More than
yeah,
that.
10, 15, 20.
Right. So if they have a warranty and they only put in year 12 and it fails, we replace the battery with the labor and the truck roll. And they've only invested $1,100, right? So it just makes much more sense to just include Solar Insure on all 4 purchase deals with the solar and the battery.
Yeah, so Andy, real quick, we've obviously seen a shift to PPAs and leases, especially in California with NEM 3.0. And a lot of feedback I've heard from folks on your team and other California installers is, one of the reasons salespeople are pivoting to TPO is because of the, coverage that the TPO products add on the solar panels and batteries. So, it appears to me that this is, will definitely help some homeowners and sales reps who would prefer ownership, but we're a little bit nervous about the coverage. We can start having that conversation about loans again.
No, it's definitely true, Emily. I'm 100 with you. Like, a lot of people have made that conscious shift for peace of mind. Again, like wanting to be covered. And I think that Solar Insure, like, perfect timing, perfect partnership in creating a situation where, typically most people want to own their stuff, right? Like, most people want to own the solar system. It's just a matter of feeling really good about it and making sure that makes the most sense. And this is like really solidifying that, in my opinion.
Yeah,
absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's move on to the next slide.
Okay. So look, I used to sell solar. I've managed solar sales teams. So I know, as a salesperson, you want to know, how much is this going to cost the customer and what do I get out of it, right? Let's just be real. That's how salespeople think. I agree. So look, an average California system, 8 kilowatts plus a battery, it only adds $7.50 approximately to the customer's monthly payment, which, and it sounds like a commercial, but that's less than a cup of coffee. Most people spend that at Starbucks on their way to work every day, right? And so for $7.50 a month, they're getting this peace of mind that Dean has, so greatly covered in the last few slides. It's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. So don't be afraid to sell it. Less than a cup of coffee a month. It's not that big of a deal for the peace of mind that the customers are getting. So we're going to have a little fast start contest. Next slide. So while I am more of a sit in the lodge kind of gal, I do realize that most people that live in California love to get on the slopes. So the contest starts today. So if you have any consultations scheduled for today, get this, on your agenda to cover with the customers for sure. So the first 5 salespeople that sell for ESP that get 8 Goodleap loans to NTP where Solar Insure is attached, you will win your choice of a ski pass, some skis, a snowboard, whatever you're into, you will win that. Now it has to be net, so you can't sell, 8 and 2 cancel, right? So it's got to be solid that come through. The contest is going to run from November 2nd to January 2nd. So you have the next 2 months to stack these up. And like I said, it's got to be the first 5 salespeople. So if somebody over the next 2 weeks gets, 8 Goodleap deals with Solar Insure to NTP, then you get to pick and you'll be on the slopes for Thanksgiving. So I'll work with Danny and Andy and we'll get some leaderboards sent out so you know where you stand compared to your peers. But, we recognize that, these are the kinds of things that get us a fast start. And we really want to see, how customers respond and get some really solid feedback over the next 2 months as well. So hopefully this will get you even a little bit more excited. You're not just helping your homeowner, but you're also getting a little something in it for yourself. So more to come on the results, and we'll keep this in front of everybody so you don't forget what's at stake. Plus the bragging rights of winning. So that's always a big deal in sales too. So.
Yeah, I know those leaderboards are super important. So I always love being in somewhere on the top and sometimes on the top, which was pretty fun. And just remember, folks, these offerings you're not just selling solar, you're selling assurance, right? Assurance, right? That the homeowner is getting the most protection that they can when they're going solar. And this is going to help you to close more deals, have less cancellations, and have more referrals. That means higher net sales. I know we all hate cancellations. We hate that homeowner calling. We also hate the homeowner calling and saying, who do I call for service or whatever? But we're going to enhance every part of the experience of the homeowners with ESP together. And we're really excited about this with Goodleap as well. And really, if you have any questions, reach out to ESP. ESP has our information as well their account manager that can answer any questions that you might have as well when it comes to our warranty and products and getting the promotional materials to be able to give to the homeowner.
Super cool. Thank you. I think I'm going to have to go sell a few deals out there because I definitely want the Jones snowboard. I already got my Icon pass this season, so we're ready to go for that. But you guys are probably thinking, like, how do I get this partnership set up? It's as simple as this. Sell a Goodleap loan, click the button in QuickBase or however you're selling and add Solar Insure to your product and you're good to go. It's that easy. If you have questions about it, like Dean said, we can get you even more promotional materials so that you can show homeowners in the home so you can really break it down with them really easily. There is, I think, one of the questions in there, is there any extra paperwork? There's one extra signature, I believe, in our HIA or in the installation contract, which is super basic, so that your homeowners, again, can have peace of mind. It's listed on the balance of materials as well, so you're all good to go there. So the homeowner knows what they're getting. I love doing stuff like this to get everybody fired up to really take a look at what we have to offer and how we offer it in the home. This is really cool. You guys, everyone take a hard look at how you're selling, add something different to your pitch, open up your homeowner's eyes to what the reality is of everything going on out there. It's basic and it makes a lot of sense. Again, peace of mind. I'll always be talking about that. Make your homeowners feel comfortable, and they'll give you referrals and they'll tell their friends, which is really cool as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, there is a short, quick 10-minute or less training link that all salespeople need to take. So please distribute that out to your guys when you send out the recording. And please take that, and then all you do is register at the end, and we're going to know that you took it, and we'll share that list with ESP, and then they'll get that in your portal.
Yeah,
Very cool.
we've got all the resources for Solar Insure in DealerNet, and we will get those out to everybody along with the contest details after this. And we'll have this recording up shortly as well, just in case anybody wants to reiterate some of the talking points. But yeah, I think it's going to be another El Nino year is what I've been seeing. So we should be getting some pretty decent coverage on the slopes. I'm here in Utah, so I think a lot of people I wouldn't be surprised if they're showing up in my backyard for the end of the year here. But yeah, I mean, just one thing I made this background. We only do win-wins. That's one of ESP's core values, and I think that this is such a we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't really strongly believe that this was an awesome option that benefited everybody on this call: reps, homeowners, Solar Insure themselves, Goodleap themselves, ESP. Everybody is getting something good out of this combination here. So I think that, yeah, the bottom line is just, hey, whatever, like Andy said, whatever you need to do to kind of realign your thinking, if you're feeling like it's struggling or anything like that, this should be one of the easiest things in the world to just say, like, hey, do you want to worry about it or not worry about it? Easy.
Love it. Very cool.
Right.
Dean, any last words? Emily, any last words before we head off into the world?
I would just have
I'm
to say,
super excited. I
go ahead.
appreciate the partnership with ESP as well as Solar Insure. So thanks for letting me be a part of your day today. And I look forward to the next 2 months. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, same here. Grateful to be here. Grateful to be able to be part of Solar Insure and what we're making happen here at ESP with Goodleap as well. And we know it's going to be successful, and we want you to be able to help people transition to renewable energies. And it's our mission to protect consumers' investment in renewable energy technology. And this is right aligned with that. And we're happy to be aligned with you.
Good stuff. Thanks,
Absolutely.
guys. Appreciate it. See you on the slopes.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for
Thank
tuning in,
you.
everybody.
Thank you, guys.